Thank you. Um, I have a rather difficult subject for me to speak about because I think we are at the beginning of an AI revolution right now, and we're gonna go through this idea and try to explain my point of view, of course. And first of all, maybe a few words about myself. Yeah, managing partner at eSolutions, but who's eSolutions? Maybe some of you know already. We are just a rather small technology company with some specialties. Like we focused a lot on big data. Therefore, the event you are participating today, we have a special interest into IoT. And guess what? IoT started to produce large volumes of data. So we are also speaking big data in the IoT context. And we are doing, of course, technology. We are doing application development. We are doing consultancy because we managed to obtain so much experience during all this time. And we started to do AI. We were, in a way, forced to do that because everything is moving, and this is what we were doing in the last 10, 15 years since we started the company, actually. We are doing this. So, yeah. Sort of an agenda, because maybe I won't follow the exact chapters, but the ideas are here. I'll try to speak a little bit about the AI landscape today as we see it, why we think the small companies will produce the biggest impact in regards to the AI revolution we are facing right now. And I will give some examples on what happened with us, how we proceeded, and what we have done. And of course, the conclusion will be that we will be able to help anybody needing assistance in this regard. But yeah. First, and the most important, why we think we are facing a AI revolution right now. First of all, like any revolution, this refers actually to the rapid advancement of technology in the AI sector. We faced, as the humanity faced, a lot of revolution in the past. The latest, I would say, it was the digital revolution. And it has a huge impact, and we predict this is the same, even maybe with a much higher impact, it will be disruptive. Maybe we don't see it right now. And of course, maybe you heard Elon Musk saying even much bigger words about this. But of course, the processes right now are characterized by several key developments. And first of all started with the advancements in machine learning. New algorithms that were developed in last years, particularly everything related to deep learning, they brought in our attention everything that happens with large language models. And this was the key focus into what is happening right now. Widespread adoption. Why? Because right now we start to see adoption of AI technology in every aspect of our lives. We started to see AI algorithms in the way cars are driven. Autonomous cars already appeared. We started to see AI algorithms in how the routes are chosen with taxi drivers. Right? So, not to mention all the advancement in chemistry, in healthcare industry, where decisions are made based on AI algorithms. Regarding the jobs, there were some predictions some while ago that in like 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, there will be no longer programmers. I don't refer to these kind of aspects, but it's really clear that we are facing with a disruption in terms of how jobs are regarded. If we look on some sectors like call centers, for instance, we already saw that people started to be replaced by AI because right now you can understand human talk, you are able to formulate responses with AI, and it's cheaper, more effective 24/7, yeah? This won't happen with all sectors, and of course, the main impact it will have on, I would say, all jobs, is that AI is just the tool to support the normal activity. And of course, to not only to support, but to improve and to rise efficiency of all that. With the rise of the AI, we are facing some ethical considerations. You probably heard about the legal process that some of the companies already faced about authorship, who owns the property and all that. But this is normal because we are facing the change, and it happened before, it will happen in the future. If we are looking only at impact the AI had in research and development, the weather models started to change from the traditional modeling in statistical models into AI models, and we are able already to predict climate change or even direction of the hurricanes. I would suppose that the latest national weather forecast prediction that it will be a disaster with rain in Bucharest 3 weeks ago, that wasn't the AI. It was, yeah, probably. Yeah, we don't know what it was, but yeah, the AI in the creative fields, this is one part where media, of course, started to pay a lot of attention because it was the most spectacular one. It was the thing to talk on TV in a regular context. AI is able to, by some opinions, to make art. Midjourney started to do that some years ago already, and right now there are many companies provided such services in image generation, for instance. Again, a lot of concerns, a lot of problems with intellectual property, and in some cases, this kind of AI models supports creativity and supports also the execution. If you are able to think about what you expect from a presentation, maybe you can generate the pictures, you can generate already, and there are a lot of services integrating AI, including Canva, because it's, I suppose, very widely used. Regarding the global competition, this actually refers to the fact that it's no longer one or two key players. The states already started to invest into programs to support AI development. In regards to that, I saw a video news saying that Intel invested in the last 2 years or so in 120 Chinese companies. They were all doing research in AI. So it's absolutely obvious. If we look at the stock market, guess who's leading the top 10 companies on the planet? All the companies investing heavily in the AI. Okay. Why is it pivotal? Why is it with a very big impact, this transformation? It's really simple because it goes in every aspect of our society. It goes and it will change, and it changed already the way we communicate. It will change the way we interact, and we use the natural tools to do our job. Already this started to be visible. We are assisted by ChatGPT in many sectors, but I'm not referring here only to ChatGPT. It was just maybe the leading technology that started to put an impact on everything. So in other sectors, for instance, it impacts the way some of the people interact with others. I'm referring here with people with disabilities, with blind people, for instance. There is an app called Be My Eye who allow them to use the phone with the camera, and the app will describe the environment. So this was unthinkable like 10 years ago, right? It was impossible. I would say many of the people with visual impairments use such applications. We faced, of course, a global competition and policy changes. Even European Union started to think about it. They started already a regulatory process, because we are facing actually also with concern about safety. Imagine the humanity will depend a lot of such systems, and the systems actually are a huge number of servers, all NVIDIA as they are today, and something goes wrong, and all the decisions are biased, and we saw bias in many of the releases of LLM models. Maybe you saw the first releases of Google Gemini, where they had some particularities, but they show a lot of censorship and a lot of bias in everything they exposed. Of course, everybody is concerned with that, but for sure it happens, and therefore the need for regulatory mechanism to supervise and all this phenomenon. Unfortunately, this also leads to censorship. But hey, we have Elon Musk and Grok to support and to compensate for that. Yeah, the future potential of all these changes is absolutely visible. The AI thing, it's the fastest advancing technology we saw, and there was nothing compared to that in IT or in any other sector. In only just a few years, it was from some prototyping into something that it's used by millions of billions of people. Okay. So thinking about how 2024 looks like from the AI perspective is really difficult, because the news and the breakthrough in research regarding AI changes every week. Every week something new appears and something disruptive appears. Some new barriers are broken. But I just choose some key points. It is absolutely obvious that right now Gen AI is the main, occupy the main focus, the main stage, and kind of is natural. First of all, can be used by anybody. Imagine ChatGPT is the, yeah, and all the others. And the usefulness has already been proved. It started from prototype into real products rather quick and conquered everything. Yeah. Another thing, interesting thing, is that we saw, this is from a sort of a technological or technical perspective, we saw that the data platform started to include vector databases. This is rather, or used to be rather exotic. And right now, if you want to support retrieval augmented generative AI, this is the only way to do it. It allows you to add local knowledge and to make it work with public services like Google Gemini or whatever. So these started to be used not only for text, but also for images or for 3D models already. So this is a thing. And to support that, I showed you some Google Trends regarding vector databases. And something peculiar or very interesting as well, interest by region, we saw that in China, the search word is really a fashionable term, Everybody's using it. 2024 also is the year of AI wearables and extended reality. We can look on human pin, maybe you know it. It's the device that you can talk. It's just a small thing and it goes with ChatGPT probably. And you have your own small device that you can chat all the time. Facebook, or Meta rather, developed the Ray-Ban glasses. Initially, they were like normal glasses. You could listen to music, you could take some pictures and share it on Facebook or on WhatsApp. But this year, they already started the AI feature on them. It's available in the US for now, but for sure they will gonna do a global rollout. And it allows you to talk with your glasses and to do whatever you can do right now with any model like ChatGPT, including vision. So you can ask your glasses as a blind person, what do you see? Please guide me. I need to go to a particular location. And the glasses that has, of course, speakers can guide you into that. Even we made some tests with this technology, and it's really, really cool. The 4 and 5 that I choose here are sort of connected because we assist on an explosion of models. Because of the huge interest in AI technology, a lot of companies started to develop or just to fine-tune some models. And right now, we can look on the Hugging Faces, the most important repository of models, and there are over 1 million models available. And most of them are open source, which means the AI has democratized. We had this process before with big data. Big data was some fancy, very fancy stuff that were available only for the huge company. Like most of the technologies were brought onto open source by Facebook, by Twitter, by Netflix. And with this movement, we all got access to open source. Even Microsoft, for instance, they have their cloud based on open source product, and they were not possible to offer these services, or not at that time, if they didn't start with open source technology. It's the same that it happens right now. If we talk about AI and right now, what's to be done? How do we adopt AI in our organization? And I think this is a classic diagram of technology adoption. This may be valid for other technologies as well. In the AI case, of course, we need some infrastructure. The infrastructure is the bare bone of everything. And on top of it, we need to have highly accurate data if we want to integrate with our data, with our process in our organization. And all these are possible only with the right people, with skills, with the talent for AI. And maybe this is not always the case within our organization, because we need to train, we need to start a program for that. And for this, we need to change the organizational culture in order to adopt AI, because some of the departments are maybe more suitable to do the first steps, and we need to regulate it inside the company to see what's okay, what's not okay to be done with AI. And on top of it, of course, stays the strategy, because with the strategy we can navigate through the challenges, we can take decisions, we can prioritize everything that needs to be done. So in terms of how we practically go there, it's rather simple. We have to start with some proof of concepts. It's a phase of experimentation. We will try, some things will go good, some things won't go good, but after a while, we just draw some conclusion and we start adopting the AI technology. Seeing that everything goes well, we will start to optimize, to integrate, to customize in the next phase. And after all the process is integrated, we will feel the need to do the transformation of the business itself to benefit from the AI support. And of course, like in everything, we need to scale this in different departments or different parts of our business. I started to say that we at eSolutions started to do AI, and of course we had to embrace the same journey. We started by experimentation. We started with some hackathons because we are doing software development. Of course, we started with research and some challenges. And the outcome of this was a team who is prepared for that with a deep understanding of AI technology beyond only the usage of the technology. We are not referring here only to use of APIs in the cloud. So we have a journey where we started, for instance, with an AI assistant for Linux terminal. Maybe you are not, only a few of you are Linux developers or DevOps, but if you are, for sure, you know the power of the terminal, and instead of going to a web browser to ask for some tricky questions about how to configure the firewall rule, to change something in the firewall with IP tables or whatever the challenge is, you can do it with our project directly in the terminal, including the execution of it. You knows the file that it's given as a template, and it produces a different file with everything implemented already. This was back in the days of GPT 3.5, so it's already history. This can be done maybe with our tools as well. But those were necessary steps. We then jump into IntelliJ plugin assistant because we are developers and we had to help ourselves. Maybe in the meantime, IntelliJ itself built their own AI support for the developers, but in our case, we have a configurable backend. We can switch AI provider, including local models specialized in code assistant, and you can have support for a developer directly in the IDE. We then had this need of offering to our colleagues the support of AI models for general purposes, for all departments, like ChatGPT. And we saw that ChatGPT was unable to answer simple questions such as what are the products of eSolutions. And it was kind of normal. It was GPT 3.5 freshly launched. So we have to build a smarter version, and of course we had to rely on, at that time, we relied on ChatGPT, but we implemented local document support to extend the capabilities of ChatGPT. And this is how it was born, the company assistant chatbot, a product that we develop and support that is doing a little bit more than that. We proxy the request to any backend implementation like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, or local implementation like Llama 3.2, which is rather freshly released, like 2 months ago, which is absolutely great, absolutely spectacular given the size of it. If you are talking in English, you can do it with commodity hardware. Besides that, what are the benefits instead of going to Microsoft Copilot, for instance? First of all, Microsoft Copilot or other services cost something like 20 euros per person, and some of the persons use the service, some don't, or very little. In our case, we discovered that with rather heavy usage, we think, we obtain only like 20% of the cost that will imply a subscription to Microsoft Copilot, while having the ability to use different implementation in the same time. So we had this need to develop a customer assistant chatbot, so we developed a small widget, and right now we can offer it as a service to anybody wishing to have the ability on their website, on a special website, to have real conversation with potential customers or visitors of the website. We started to do this because we saw that there are a lot of chatbots who are offering you a template. So they are not actually AI driven, but they are rule-based driven inside. And because we started for our internal department with an application that offered the possibility to do some short description for some videos we are doing every week inside the company, and every week we have a half-an-hour technical talk, and this was described on our internal YouTube platform so that you can watch it offline. And it was pretty difficult if the technical the subject was rather highly technical, for the colleagues in the marketing team to make a accurate description of the talk. And our colleagues implemented this transcriber application that allows them to obtain a short description that it's accurate. This is based on the transcription that it's extracted. And maybe I will have here, maybe I will give you a short demo. I'm not sure if we have the time. Yes, wait. Yeah. Okay, so what we do with it, we load the movie, or we configure it to be extracted from some location to be consumed. And the movie, and this can be an audio file as well, is processed. Processing means we extract the transcript. We have the transcript here. And we are offered some warnings. Maybe this word was not understood correctly by the AI. And why is that? Because I can go here and edit the transcript. Yes. Automatically we obtain the title, description, chapters. So we can jump for it. We can edit speakers. If there are several speakers in the video, it will initially say speaker 1, speaker 2. And this is not the only product which does this. There are Microsoft even has a product that is called Microsoft Visual Video Indexer. They kind of release it almost in the same time, but we built it from a different perspective. We wanted to offer the people the ability to easily correct the transcript, because nobody is absolutely perfect. And if somebody in the video speaks English like I do, probably it will be more suggestion to pay attention that maybe the spelling is not correct. So we can do that. And how we do that, we synchronize, for instance, we have no sound, but hold on.
Is that AI is somehow something different than ML. So here's 3 equations. I wonder which one is intelligence, whatever that means.
So what we do is we sync the transcript on every millisecond with what is the progress of the video, so we can do easy edits. So I'm going to listen here to check whether...
Machine learning, I'm going to put that over here.
Okay, so it's correct.
Basically,
we don't need to...
a capability. We'll start with a Venn diagram. Machine learning involves predictions or decisions based on data. Think about this as a very sophisticated form of statistical analysis. It's
Okay, another need is to make translations, and this is also doing with we are doing with another AI model. We translate. Right now it's really simple. Nobody needs translators, except if it needs to be official or something like that. You can translate the same stuff in German, and we have the confidence that this is absolutely perfect. Right now, the quality of the translation with the AI models is just amazing. Even so, you can edit if the translation is not correct. So what's the usage for such product? Imagine a TV station that has thousands of hours of videos, and they want to do a research on some material. They want to check whether somebody spoke anything about a subject, and they go search in the video archive. And we made a research. The video archive contains, of course, the videos and the meta description, which is edited by a person. And you can imagine whatever television in Romania with political discussions, and the description looks like some heavy discussion on current problems in Romania. But with the ability of having the transcript, you can index the transcript, and then you can search for any subject that happens to be on TV. So besides for that, we have another spin-off internally where we can clip this and transform it into YouTube shorts, TikTok movie. We can burn the transcript inside the video, like on TikTok, I suppose. And for this, we use a cocktail of models, meaning for translation, some models for extracting the video, the text from the audio, some models, and so on. Even for summarization, we are using a different model who is specialized in text summarization. How is this possible? Well, again, 1 million models on Hugging Face. It's tough to do the research, and of course, many of them are categorized, so it's not that tough to do the research on what model you are needing. So, coming back for my idea on why I think the small technology company can do the implementation. Well, it's very simple, because even though the AI foundational models come from companies with a budget of over $1 billion, like OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Meta, Meta or Microsoft won't come to your company to design a user interface and to integrate it with your Elasticsearch or to integrate it with your content repository. They are offering you a standard product, a standard way to integrate. If ChatGPT, for instance, exists because it has a reachability of billions of people, but they won't come to fine-tune your model or to do something like integrations, even though there is this trend with AI agents, but somebody needs to develop the AI agent that you need. And this is the role of the smaller companies who are willing to do the time to do the research, who already started to develop or to learn about all the AI technology. So it happened before with the big data stuff. Technology was released, and who were the first companies to make implementation? I would say smaller companies. And what means small, it's up to you. So, yeah, that was it on my part. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Marian.